All right, this is Hams from the patio, and we are multiplying mixed numbers. Don't worry about it. I'll show you how to do it. So let's get started here. When multiplying mixed numbers, and what I do is I convert the mixed numbers to an improper fraction, and then just simply straight multiply after that point. And if there's any simplification within the process, I'll take care of that also. So you can simplify beforehand or afterhand, depending on how you want to work these. So let's look at this first one here. I'm going to take this as 1 and 1/6 times 1 and 1/7. I'm going to take the first mixed number and change that to a improper fraction by multiplying the denominator times the whole part. 1 times 6 is 6, and then adding the numerator, which is 1 to that. So we have 7/6. And we'll do the same thing for the second mixed number. 1 times 7 is 7, plus 1 is 8. And so therefore we have 8 over 7. You can now simply straight multiply this, or you can simplify within the process. I'm going to straight multiply it first, and then I'll come back and demonstrate how to just simplify it too. So we can straight multiply 7 times 8 is 56, and 6 times 7 is 42. Okay, again, depending on your teacher, we can reduce this down at this point too. 56 over 42, you can reduce this down, or you can change it to a mixed number, however your teacher want you to do it. Let's change it to a mixed number. We'll divide 56 by 42 and get 1, and we have 14 left, and 14 over 42, and I can still reduce that further. 14 goes into 14 one times, and it goes into 42 three times. And so I have 1 and 1/3 as my final answer. And you can also make your life a little bit more easier by simplifying beforehand. And this one can be simplified both ways. We could take the sevens, divided by 7 is 1, and 2 divides into 6 three times, and it divides into 8 four times. So we have nice small numbers to work with. Come back and straight multiply. 1 times 4 is 4, and 3 times 1 is 3, so we have 4/3, and that simplifies to 1/3. So we made our life a little bit easier by simplifying beforehand and then doing the multiplication. So that you can watch out for also, which is pretty much how I would have done it in the first place, but I wanted to demonstrate both ways. All right, the second question here, 2 3/4 times 1 1/2, same process. On all of these questions, same process. If you can follow this process, then you should not have a problem in multiplying mixed numbers. So we'll take 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11. We have 11/4 times 1 and 1/2. 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And so I have 3/2. Nothing to simplify here, so we'll just straight multiply. 11 times 3 is 33, and 2 times 4 is 8, so we have 33 over 8. And again, depending on your teacher, instructor, whoever, they want you to simplify this back to a mixed number or leave it as such. And we can do so. 33 divided by 8 is 4. There's 1 left over, so we have 4 and 1/8 for our final answer. All right, next we have 6 and 1/4 times 1 and 2/5. Same process. Once you get through the process, it kind of gets a little redundant, but it's the same process over and over. And if you could do that, you can solve these fairly easily. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So I have 25 over 4 times, and then 1 and 2/5. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 2 is 7. And so we have 7/5. And again, I can simplify here to begin with the 5s and the 25. So 5 goes into 5 one time. 5 divides into 25 5 times. So that just makes our number a little bit smaller instead of dealing with 7 times 25, which is 175. So who wants to deal with that? But we can make our number smaller. 5 times 7 is 35. And then 4 times 1 here is 4. And again, we can go ahead and simplify this to a mixed number if that's required. But I'll just go ahead and demonstrate it. 35 divided by 4 is 8. There's 3 left over because 8 times 4 is 32. And 35 minus 32 is 3. And so we have 8 and 3/4. And now we have 1 and 2/7. And so 1 and 2/7 times 2 and 1/9. And so same things. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9. And so that's 9/7 times 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So I have 19 over 9. I can simplify the 9's here. 9 goes into both one time. And then 1 times 19 is 19. And 7 times 1 is 7. Again, we can simplify this to an improper to a mixed number. 19 divided by 7 is 2 times with 5 left over. And so we have 2 and 5/7. And finally, we have 6 and 1/4 times 7 and 3/5. So same thing, 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So that's how I got the 25/4. Right, that's 24 plus the 1 right here, that's 25. And 7 times 5 is 33, 35, I'm sorry. 7 times 5 is 35, plus the 3 is 38 over 5. And we can reduce this down, and before we multiply, who wants to multiply 25 times 38 and then 4 times 5 is 20 and do that? We can make our life easier here. Let's go ahead and simplify these down. 5 divides into 5 one time, and it divides into 25 5 times. And then 2 divides into 4 2 times, and 2 divides into 18 19 times. So I like 5 times 19 way better than 25 times 38. Okay, we can just do this one without a calculator. 5 times 19 is 95, and 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, simplify this down. 95 divided by 2 is 47 with 1 left over. And so that's 47 and a half. And there you have it. Fairly simple multiplying mixed numbers. Again, if you can follow this process throughout, no problem. You can do this. I know you can. I don't know how they teach you though, but that's how I do it. Thank you for watching. I wish you much success.